Oh, I have been clowning. Oh, just a little bit. Nice breeze going on around here. Why they don't you if I do. If they knew it would go straight to my head. Thank you guys for liking the video. I can't even see y'all. Jesus. It shows 0 people on here. Will I do it again? Will they do it again? If they knew what they said, it would go straight to my head. Will they do it again? Let me my earpiece. What the fuck? Y'all, hold on a second. My shit is gonna turn off on it. Out of nowhere. Please and thank you. Somebody got telekinesis. Fucking around. Playing too damn much. In my shit. I'm gonna just turn my damn speaker off in the middle of my video. What? So we're gonna go over the diabolic oppression. We're gonna go over the videos that I wanted to go over. Cheese corn puff baller. I don't miss me seeing your face at all. Damn, that is fucking oppression. Hold on, I gotta get some water for this one. This one's going deep. They always want to shut the good ones up, but it's okay. So we're going over hello. Fam Bam, GFAM, Fam Bam. We're going over diabolic oppression, okay? Has to do with what is going on today and how we can protect ourselves and how we can be aware of what's going on and how we can let others aware of what's going on with them and around them. Oh, no, wait, did I delete that? Hope I didn't delete that shit. I hope I just moved it. I'm gonna be irritated. Hello, how are you? You like math? That's what's up. Math is good. Hello. Is it Abby? Grand Rising from Nigeria. Hey, what's up, Nigeria? Shout out to Nigeria. Oh, there we go. Okay, I had to hook up the speaker. Thank you guys for being oh so patient with me. Thank you for the like, share, subscribes. Please and thank you. We're close. We're this close to 500. Diabolic. Okay, so we're going to go over the meaning of each word. We're going to go over diabolic, oppression, and the oppression, depression. So it is diabolic, oppression, depression. Okay? Diabolic. You are one of the lovely and oh, thank you. Yes, thank you. Likewise, you be great as well. I don't do math, honey. Hello, Jordan, Jordan's S. And you guys also can check out the post notifications in the community tab. Jesus, I just got high AF.
Nation's video dictionary, helping you achieve understanding. Showing the cunning or ingenuity or wickedness typical of a devil. The cold calculation and diabolic art of some statesmen. Devilish, diabolical, Mephistophelian. Some statesmen.
So it says, stop with all the popping up. It says, I do calculating for fun. Oh, that's awesome. I don't. I'm just being honest. Uh, okay. It says, showing the cunning or ingenuity or weaknesses of a typical devil.
Devilish, diabolic, Mephistophelian. Extremely evil or cruel, expressive of cruelty or befitting hell.
Diabolical.
Fires lit up a diabolic scene. Demonic, diabolical, fiendish, hellish, infernal. Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our channel to become a part of our growing community.
So, unlimited word definitions is the name of that YouTube channel. Diabolic oppression. So now we're going to go over the oppression.
What is the meaning of the word oppression? As a noun, the act of subjugating by cruelty, the state of being kept down by unjust use of force or authority, a feeling of being oppressed. Examples of use: the tyrant suppression of the people. After years of oppression, they finally revolted. Oppression is spelled Oppression. Oppression.
Okay, so this next one, oh,
Wondering if you could use your FSA for.
by the way, everything is in the KD Blast list if y'all need to know. As far as this diabolic oppression, as of recently, within the past week, few days, yeah, 2025. Ooh, let me go grab my
Depressive disorder.
chapstick.
Depression is a mental state of low mood. There are several subtypes of depression, but major depressive disorder is the one that's usually intended. It is expected to be the #1 cause of disease burden worldwide by 2030. The term major depressive disorder was first used in the 1970s, and the disorder was added to the Diagnostic and Statistic Manual of Mental Disorders, known as the DSM, in the 1980s. Today, we have the DSM-5, which lays out 9 criteria on which the diagnosis is based. They include a day on most days and anhedonia, which means a loss of pleasure or interest in previously enjoyable activities. These two are considered core symptoms and one of them must be present for a diagnosis of major depressive disorder. The other criteria include significant weight loss or
Ronnie, shut the fuck up and get out of here.
weight gain, insomnia or hypersomnia, meaning not sleeping enough or sleeping too much, fatigue or a loss of energy nearly every day, psychomotor retardation, which means a slowing down of thoughts and physical movements that is noticed by others. Then there is inappropriate guilt or feeling worthless, a reduction.
And this can also apply with the weather too, right? As far as it being hot or being cold, when things slow down, when they are not vibrating at a higher vibration, they're slowing down. Winter, things slow down. You know, they kind of die off. They go into a sleep mode, and then in summer, things spring up and they come alive. Those are two totally different vibrations. This is why the world vibration is actually changing because things are going to be hotter for way longer, and that's just the way it is because winter is dissipating ultimately. That means things are going to be shifting and changing as they need to, uh, adjustably wise. And yeah, the earth is quite literally shifting, and everybody else's energy is shifting as well. And this is important to know in order how to balance and combat those low feelings at times, even with all of these shifts and current events, earthly elemental events. These are things that will ultimately change your mood, right? You'll feel the energy shift 1212, as I say, that higher wisdom and knowledge is 1212, angel number. Um, and I'm going to show you guys the cards that fell out before I even started. It was funny because I was walking around in the dark and it just kind of toppled over and I picked them up and they came out perfectly. It's, you know, it's always on time, perfectly. Thank you guys for like, sharing, subscribing. I appreciate y'all. But we're gonna go ahead on because this is about 7 minutes left, a little less than that, video on depression and major depression.
In the ability to concentrate and in recurrent thoughts of death. A total of 5 or more over a period of at least 2 weeks, leading to significant clinical distress or impaired functioning, need to be present for the diagnosis. And the symptoms cannot be the result of substance abuse or another condition. Major depressive disorder is thought to be caused by multiple factors, including genetic and environmental factors.
Mm-hmm.
Some studies have suggested that 40% of difference in risk between individuals can be accounted for by genetics. There is a high concordance rate of depression in monozygotic twins, and overall, this means a family history is considered a risk factor. Environmental factors can include stressful life events, childhood abuse, which also correlates with the severity of depression, and a diagnosis of another medical condition or substance abuse. But as we mentioned, they cannot be the direct cause. Right?
Why? Generational curses, right? Fighting off those generational demons, the oppression, the new age of enslavement, slave mind mentalities, that people are blissfully unaware that they are actually under and put their children under. You are to be seen, you are not to be heard type, like this idiot that Ronnie decided to come in here and say, oh, nobody's oppressing you. Yeah, nobody's oppressing you either. So good luck with that.
Based on these factors, there's the diathesis stress model, represented by these two curves. It states that a stressful event on a pre-existing vulnerability means an increased likelihood of developing depression. So from two people experiencing the same stress, one may develop depression while the other may not. visualized as the contents of the cup spilling over. Taking this a step further, the exact mechanisms underlying major depressive disorder are not entirely known, but theories include the monoamine theory, which suggests that a lack of monoamine neurotransmitters like serotonin, dopamine, and norepinephrine is the cause. There is evidence to support this.
Serotonin. Why is serotonin important? Serotonin is connected to the circadian rhythm of the earth. If people are not, oh yeah, you guys go look at KD meditation playlist. I also added another video that is about masculine and feminine energy. So much masculine energy um, is overbearing and oppressive to the feminine energy. That this is a lot of the reason why people are not free in a free-willed type of energy that the feminine energy is made and created from. That they were pretty much created from, no matter if it's masculine or feminine. So that is on the KD meditation list. I added it on today. That playlist really was not made for that, but because I want you guys to get to the information a lot more quicker than the KD blast list of 2025, because that is quite a lengthy playlist itself. Um, I made it got easier for you guys to get to. Oh, Jesus. I cannot have nothing wrapped on my head too tight at all. Throwing off my circadian rhythm. But circadian rhythm also has to do with the melatonin and the natural rhythm in which in how we're supposed to be connected to the earth. Like I told you guys, there's a lot of protection and things being put into place as far as the earth is concerned right now because of so much toxicity and toxins being put out in the water, toxins being put out the frequencies from the towers, and the stuff that we use in our home. Too much of everything um, literally knocks off our circadian rhythm unknowingly to us. All right.
However, lower serotonin levels in healthy individuals do not cause depression, and antidepressants instantly replenish neurotransmitter levels, but the effects are not felt for several weeks.
I caught you. Okay, so.
But the effect Lower serotonin levels in healthy individuals do not cause depression, and antidepressants instantly replenish neurotransmitter levels, but the effects are not felt for several weeks. Other theories include abnormalities in the hypothalamic pituitary axis, as people with depression have demonstrated elevated cortisol levels and less dexamethasone suppression. There is also thought to be a link between thyroid hormone and growth hormone levels with depression. Immune system abnormalities may also be involved, including excessive cytokine release. This is suggested by the improvement of symptoms on non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs and normalization of cytokine levels after treatment. This may also explain closer links with immune-related diseases like asthma. The lifetime risk of developing major depressive disorder is around 12%.
Asthma related to depression. Why? Because we are being suppressed. This, we're going to go over another video. Zoophilia or something like that, a feeling of being entrapped, right? Because they have made this more into a hell realm as opposed to natural rhythm and a flow in which we're supposed to be able to flow. And this is a school rather than a prison. And with the circadian rhythms being thrown off with the frequencies of the towers and the suppression of their fake ass laws and not the correct and proper laws to make things fair for whomever it may be, no matter how much money they may have, is the issue.
Approximately 1 in 8. It is nearly twice as common in females as it is in males, which may be explained by different psychosocial stresses and hormonal differences, but the exact cause is not clear. The mean age of onset is 40. However, depression is becoming increasingly prevalent in younger people. We have already mentioned the clinical criteria for the diagnosis via the DSM-5, and there is also a set of criteria known as the ICD-11, primarily used in Europe. The severity of depression can be gauged using scoring systems, like the Patient Health Questionnaire 9. It's also important to note that the presence of other disorders are more likely in patients with depression. This includes anxiety and substance misuse, especially alcohol. Others can include an association with ADHD, PTSD, and the presence of chronic pain. The for major depressive disorder
Also associated with ADHD, ADD, and chronic pain.
can vary, with combinations being thought to be the most effective. This usually involves lifestyle modification, including exercise, healthier diets, limiting alcohol use and smoking, stopping drug use, and developing a regular schedule. Then there is psychotherapy, also called talking therapy, examples of which include cognitive behavioral therapy or interpersonal therapy. They are often the first line and have been shown to be effective. It is the treatment of choice for patients under the age of 18, according to the NICE guidelines. Pharmacological therapy is used in patients with moderate or severe depression, or in patients who have mild depression that is not responding to other interventions. The medications include selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors like sertraline, citalopram, or fluoxetine, which are usually first line. Serotonin norepinephrine reuptake inhibitors like duloxetine and venlafaxine can also be used, especially in patients with associated pain disorders, and atypical antidepressants, with mirtazapine in particular aiding in increasing appetite and regulating sleep. Then we have tricyclic antidepressants like amitriptyline and monoamine oxidase inhibitors like selegimin. These are used less commonly due to the high incidence of side effects. There's also some evidence to suggest that vitamin D supplementation can help depressive symptoms in those who are vitamin D deficient, and COX-2 inhibitors like celecoxib have also been found to be effective. According to some studies, electroconvulsive therapy is the most effective therapy for major depressive disorder. It involves electrically inducing seizures to relieve the disorder. It's been estimated to be effective in around 50% of patients with treatment-resistant major depressive disorder, and is normally administered with a muscle relaxant under general anesthesia. However, around 50% of patients who do respond will relapse within 12 months.
Oh. That's the end of that video. So now we want to go into the other cognitive effects that it can have on the body. And this one is the neural links, in which we kind of touched on earlier this year.
The brain is composed of billions of cells called neurons. They release electrical impulses. These impulses send messages that tell different parts of the body what to do. If a person has epilepsy, some neurons may fire too rapidly and randomly send many messages at the same time. This overwhelms the brain and causes seizures.
Oh, that was a quick one. Okay, no, that was all the connective tissues and stuff like that.
Did you know raviolo is a
So
steamer?
this is the one about seizures, more in depth.
As a transient occurrence of signs and symptoms due to seizures are defined as a transient occurrence of signs and symptoms due to abnormally excessive or synchronous neuronal activity in the brain. They're classified into several types. The first thing to consider is where the seizure originated in the brain. Generalized seizures begin involving both hemispheres of the brain. Previously, they were known as primary generalized seizures. On the other hand, focal seizures originate from an area on one hemisphere. If seizures begin on one hemisphere and then involve both sides, they are known as focal to bilateral seizures. This was previously called secondary generalized seizures. The next factor is whether or not the patient keeps their awareness during the seizure. Generalized seizures are automatically considered to affect awareness. Therefore, this distinction only applies to focal seizures, meaning you either have focal aware, previously known as simple partial, or focal impaired awareness, previously complex partial. Then we have motor or non-motor seizures. Motor implies the involvement of movement during the seizure. Generalized seizures may feature stiffening and jerking, while focal seizures can have movements such as twitching, jerking, and stiffening too. But they may also feature automatic movements like licking lips or rubbing hands. In focal seizures, initially one group of muscles may be affected, but this abnormal movement can later spread or move to other muscle groups. This occurs due to the abnormal neuronal activity in the brain also moving to a different area. This is known as the Jacksonian march. Generalized non-motor seizures are mostly known as absent seizures, where primarily individuals will have changes in awareness and stare. Focal non-motor seizures typically have other symptoms that happen first, previously known as an aura. This could be changes in sensation, in emotion, thinking, or experiences. There are 6 main types of generalized seizure. The most well-known is the tonic-clonic seizure, previously known as grand mal. Here, the seizures present with a contraction of the limbs, followed by limb extension and arching of the back, usually lasting 10 to 30 seconds. At this stage, you may also hear what is known as the ictal cry, which is a sound produced due to the contraction of the chest muscles. Following this, the limbs may begin shaking, and in total, a tonic-clonic seizure would last around 2 to 3 minutes. Tonic seizures, as the name suggests, present with increased tonicity, meaning a sustained contraction similar to the start of the tonic-clonic seizure. In this instance, cyanosis may be seen if the seizure affects breathing. Clonic seizures are another type, characterized by the shaking movements we just mentioned. Myoclonic seizures feature muscle spasms, either in select muscle groups or across the body generally. Absent seizures are another type, previously known as petit mal, which may have little to no motor involvement and the individual does not typically fall over. These seizures typically last around 10 seconds. Atonic seizures are the 6th type, which usually involve bilateral loss of muscle activity for more than 1 second. If a seizure lasts for more than 5 minutes, then it is termed status epilepticus and should be treated as a medical emergency. This usually involves airway management and medications such as benzodiazepines, phenytoin, and phenobarbital. Following the seizure, there is the post-ictal phase, which precedes a return to normal consciousness. Post-ictal periods can last from minutes to hours and usually feature confusion, tiredness, headaches, and difficulty in speaking. Up to around 10% of people also experience psychosis.
So it said, damn, the words are tiny. Confusion, tiredness, headaches, speech difficulty, and psychosis. Typically because your chakras are being jolted somewhere else.
And many individuals have some form of amnesia. Seizures can be divided into provoked and unprovoked seizures. The mnemonic vitamins can be used to remember the causes of seizures. V is for vascular causes, including hemorrhagic and less commonly embolic stroke, although seizures are often a complication of embolic stroke. We also include hypertension here, both as hypertensive encephalopathy and as eclampsia in pregnancy. I is for infections, which includes meningitis and encephalitis, while T is for toxins, which includes drugs such as alcohol and cocaine, as well as overdoses, but also includes medications such as antidepressants and antipsychotics. A stands
The reason why alcohol and other drugs are included in seizures simply because that's why they call them wine and spirits, because you are entertaining other spirits entering your vessel. Like I said, the alcohol dries out the body, right? So when you lack fluid, you are literally giving room for another energy to enter your vessel. And this is also, like I said, it's like possession. You, it is possession. I can't say it's like it is possession. You are in and out of different realms at this point of openness that you're opening your body to.
for arteriovenous malformations.
That's why people use things like ayahuasca and all those other different things, right? Not really knowing. You have to write you should really definitely heal the childhood trauma and then do as much, and that could take years, you know what I'm saying, and then go on a ayahuasca trip. I don't think it'd be a good idea. I wouldn't recommend it for anybody to do it on a regular basis, period. But I wouldn't recommend you do it until you go through at least, like, I'm on my, and this is with advanced healing that I did within a matter of about 6, 7 years. Um, so other people, it can take up to at least 10 years. And then do like a ayahuasca trip if that's something you want to do. I wouldn't do it deep within and just starting out healing the childhood trauma or, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that, past the trauma, especially if it's very, very tumultuous.
And other structural abnormalities like space-occupying lesions. A will also help remember autoimmune conditions like vasculitis. M is for metabolic causes such as hypoglycemia, hypo and hypernatremia, and hypocalcemia. M will also help you remember multiple sclerosis. The second I is for idiopathic seizures.
Multiple sclerosis. Now, multiple sclerosis is what has to do with the bone. What have I said about the bone itself for real before? That is typically how Eve was created. So that comes with all of the potential for a lot of these possessions to take place. Ultimately, like the Chucky shit, right? It's not funny, but that's typically a rough draft of what it is. Uh, yeah, and like I said, you can break this down in so many different ways as to how we got here today. But this is pretty much what they're saying. How we got here today is from the unhealed trauma, what's in our DNA.
And N is for neoplasms, as tumors can also cause seizures. S is for stress, which can not only be a trigger in epileptic patients, but can also predispose to developing epilepsy in the first place. In terms of the diagnosis, the history of the seizure by any witness is of course valuable in identifying the type of seizure present, as well as the post-ictal state. A history containing drug or alcohol use is also valuable. On the physical exam, presence of signs such as tongue lesions may point in the direction of a seizure, and keep in mind that patients may have sustained injuries during the seizure, for example, a shoulder dislocation. If a provoked seizure is suspected, Investigations would include ruling out the causes, such as blood sugars for hypoglycemia, blood tests for the metabolic causes, and a CT or MRI of the head. These scans are often recommended in the first instance of a seizure in order to exclude structural causes. A lumbar puncture may be useful in some cases when an infection is suspected, but this is not routine. Electroencephalograms are often used when an organic cause has not been identified and to investigate epilepsy. Prolactin has also previously been used as a high level may indicate epileptic seizure rather than psychogenic seizure. However, a normal prolactin level does not exclude an epileptic seizure.
Why do I say? Because simply they don't go deep first and then more shallow. They are pretty much letting the deep part fester until they get more evidence of more of a deeper issue medically. And I think that's bullshit. I believe that we should get straight to the issue as opposed to prolonging things any further than what they need to progress. Catching it ahead of time before it gets vital to life force.
Management. During the seizure, any hazardous objects should be removed from the facility to avoid any injury during the seizure. And following the seizure, the individual should be placed into the recovery position to prevent choking, and of course, appropriate airway management should be taken if the airway is compromised. The first line of pharmacological therapy is a benzodiazepine, often lorazepam or diazepam. A second dose of benzodiazepine may be given after 10 minutes, and if this has not resolved the seizure, then barbiturates or propofol may be used. Second line is phenytoin, which will involve a loading dose followed by a lower maintenance dose. Patients then should generally be referred to specialist clinics for follow-up, and an anti-seizure medication may be started, such as sodium valproate, lamotrigine, or levetiracetam.
That's the end of that video.
How much could you save by switching your
1, 2, use oppression. Okay, so that's all of the videos for diabolic oppression depression in itself. Now let me show y'all the cards that came out. Ow. And everything I wanted could have been a nightmare. Okay, so I don't want to put those on top of my head and get them all greasy. So I stepped up the goal. Okay, let's see right here. Fermentation. Patience. 39, 39. This is 9, 10, 11, 12, 12, 12. 12, 12 also goes back into 4, 5, 6. Balance. Patience and maturity. Fermentation. So this is the first card. They came out. They fell out in the dark. What happens in the dark will come to the light. It says, Black Moon Lilith in Taurus. You are worthy. You are very worthy of healing, gratitude, awareness, self-love, self-control, self-admiration. All those wonderful, beautiful things that they don't offer us. As far as healing our inner child and our environment and the hostile environments that we had to go through just to be here today. And that's Black Moon Lilith in Taurus. This is Ashira, Mother of the Gods. And that is a mountain lion. The divine feminine energy, and like I see a lot of energy. And like I said, a lot of earth energy too. Y'all see why I'm saying that. It's crazy. Black Moon Lilith in Aquarius. Honor your individuality. Separation, division, and integration. From the feminine energy. Now integrating into more feminine energy. Some of us are gonna have to, some of us are gonna have to jump into our masculine energy just to get into feminine energy. Until, you know, things balance out naturally. Exhilaration. Master manifester. In order to be a master manifester, the sun, your soul's purpose, the sacral, the solar plexus. Here we go with the earth energy, your soul star, your yellow chakra. Who are you? Who are you becoming? Who do what are your intentions to be in existence? Are you going to fight for that? I do see a lot of energy. If I can change the way that you see, moving on to common waters. They don't hurt you. So we're gonna pull some more. I'm gonna shuffle. We're gonna pull some more. What's that card? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 cards? Yeah, there's 7 cards. God is definitely making a statement. Let's see if 5 of Wands. See the 8 of Swords. People that are so They're definitely in conflict with themselves as to how this is still playing out. How is this still happening? How is this still being exposed? Well, this is 2025. 25 equates into a 7. Let me do this calculation just one more time for everybody, for the people in the back. For the people in the back, let me see. For people to get to their higher selves. Oh yeah, we're gonna go over that video too. I went over it earlier today. Oh man, that shit. Woo. When it happens. 20, 25, you know, that's 7, 2 goes into itself. Oh, so duality is going in feminine energy and masculine energy, for real. Well, integration, right? It wouldn't be that because 0 is the feminine energy and 1 is the masculine energy. So you have 2, that is the mind, body, and soul, technically. So 2 going into a dimension of 7 balance, 7, 8, 9. Okay? So 2, let's see, 7, 8, 9. Literally 9. So 9, this is the year of 9. So the year of 9, 2025, year of 9. So this is the year of going into completion. So a lot of things are going to have to die off. A lot of people are going to have to break up. A lot of things are ending and new beginnings. New world. New world. Don't you dare close your eyes. Okay. All right. I'm about to be so mad at myself. And they knew it again. Okay, I had to do that real quick just to remind y'all as well. Yes, the year of 9. Shuffle. Ooh. Ace of Cups. Wish fulfillment. Total wish fulfillment. Do you want to stay in conflict? Or do you want what God is offering you? Is the Ace of Cups. What is peeking the Five of Cups behind the Five of Wands? Do you want to stay in conflict and be left out in the cold? Five of Pentacles. It came out yesterday. What are you going to hold on to? Change? And 5 represents change with the Strength card. I swear to God, this is a 5 card too. Yeah. The Strength. You're going to walk away from the bullshit. You're going to move calm with the 6 of Swords. What you going to do? Ooh, 10 of. Wait. Really? Strength and the 2 of Pentacles. Shifting. Are you going to move with the shift? Are you going to move with this shift? Are you going to balance this out in strength? Look forward to the future of change with the sun. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. In between worlds. Ooh, I split it on the 6 of Pentacles, equal give and take in the world. We're going to see what's coming out for 7, since 7 want to show up. Thank you, Archangel Michael. for being here, showing up like you did for the children. Pinnacle. Like a just like a Let's see. Fermentation. Black and Little Queen, Taurus. Sheer. Okay. That, and that. Okay. At the bottom of the deck, 7 of Swords. They thought they was gonna get away with it. They thought they ass was clean, smooth criminal. Dum, 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 dum. They thought they was smooth criminal with this shit. Okay, fermentation, patience and maturity. I'm telling y'all, patience and maturity live in between worlds. Being patient, moving in between worlds. Patience with yourself, patience with others. This is the new energy. Not so impulsive, not so much Aries. Yeah, anything can be in the placement of Aries, but that does not mean you gotta balance you out ultimately. How does the energy resonate with you? Being fast to being patient instead of impulsive and actionatory. Speaking, 2 swords cut off. You are worthy. Be that. Cut people off that treat you like you're not worthy. Their actions speak louder than words. They're tearing you down. Cut their ass off. Ashira, the fool in the feminine energy. A lot of people gonna be scared to take a leap in this feminine energy, this more patient, this fermentation, this maturity. What I just say in Aries, the fool card, Mars energy, Earth, the Taurus. You are worthy. Black Moon, Lilith in Taurus. Ashira, mother of the gods. Be the fool in the feminine energy. Okay, now we have Black Moon, Lilith in Aquarius. Honor your individuality in that. Protect, put up safe and healthy boundaries for you. Also teach that to others by being a reflection of that and showing how you are worthy to yourself. It doesn't matter what nobody else thinks. The right people will support you. The right people will come around. The right yes will come. It's okay to accept a no. Working together. 3 of Pentacles. That's how we really, for real, work together, is give ourselves self-love and give each other grace. Give each other grace with how we love ourselves. Respecting each other's boundaries. Move that pen. Separation, division, and integration. Let me get a card for separation, division, and integration, please, and thank you. Ooh. I don't know if y'all seen it. Y'all should have been able to see that. It flipped over the sun. That inner child, our children, are literally our future. What are we going to give them? What seeds are we going to plant? We're going to look to the sun. Are we going to look to the divine energy? Are we going to follow the sun? If I rule the world, free all my sons. I love them, baby. Black timeless world. Acceleration, master manifest. If I rule the world, walk right up to the sun, hand in hand. Walk right up to the sun, we will land. Look, threes. Threes. The third chakra, that one, that looking forward to the future, seeing past. That third chakra, from your logical side of your brain to the feminine side of the brain. Creativity, free chaos. Y'all, I took a nap. I had to. I'm about to say, short. I said, okay. It's time to rest, okay? Cause shit, I've been. She worked hard for the money. She so hard for the money. Yeah. She worked hard, so hard for the money. So you better treat her right. Treat yourself right. Your divine feminine energy is waiting for you to leave that fucking past behind and look forward to the future with your own creativity. Lord have mercy, it killed. I thought I was looking at the wrong phone. Killed my battery that quick. Oh, there ain't no way. Hold on. That's absolutely crazy. What the hell is going on? Hey, this girl is on. Sorry if y'all put my backside in y'all face. I apologize. But there ain't no. Hold on. Uh-oh. Okay, that works. Pencil. Pencil. Ooh, that don't work. So that's crazy too. What I just got. Your body, my body, is in a constant state of travel. Constant state. I just got my phone up to 100% before I woke up. So some of y'all that lose your charge fast, be gentle with yourself. Look forward to the future. Even if you gotta work hard right now to get into your feminine energy later, just know it's not gonna last always, and make sure you take time out for yourself. I always tell y'all that. Make sure you take time out for yourself. Don't burn out. Even the brightest of suns can burn out. But do they truly burn out? You can burn out your chakras. You can. The tower, ooh, is at the bottom. Yeah, you can burn out your chakras. But I really don't think we've had a true soul star collapse, meaning their so-called space that is actually in the ocean. They lying ass. Like the lovers, self-love, self-care, that is their tower. Is you connecting your lower self to your higher self. The sun. I need one for the sun. Peace and thank you. I felt it. It's true. I would want to come out. Oh, thank you. With the what? Got so much to say. That's okay. I'm gonna let you say it too. Um, maturity. Oh, I'm about to cry. The truth. The Page of Pentacles with the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles, if y'all don't know, this is a message down to earth. Came out with the sun, for the sun. We show y'all masculine to feminine energy, right? Boys to men. The Knight is the fucking slowest card in the deck. The slowest one. Masculine energy is definitely the slowest to move in this energy itself, even the feminine energy. The Knight. No, knights, what do they do? What do they represent? Protection, uh, boundaries, safety, communication, messenger. So many things, right? This is the slowest night in the day. That's the truth. And this is a message. It's time to mature. To go from the night. Well, I'm gonna put this back in order. To go from the night. Page. Like a baby stumbling, falling. A message. That 1, 2, 3 to the sun, to the solar plexus. Like, God, you be God. Thank you. So awesome. To the the soul star. That's the truth. Integration. The separation happened, but it's time to come back together for your higher self, for your self love, to be a reflection of the dark night of the soul, the phoenix rising into your higher self, moving from behind the veil, peeking behind the veil so you can see there are higher realms to move to. You're not no longer stuck. You're no longer bound. Hello. What's up? How you doing, Bia? So being no longer stuck and bound, if you so choose, it's free will. If you don't, know that you will be supported and divinely guided. I think that is just pretty much it. This is beautiful. The way that it came out, it was meant to come out that way. It was meant to come out that way simply because I'm from the United States. Simply because of the delays. Delays happen for a reason. This slow up, this slowness happens for a reason, and that's the truth. For maturity, mastering yourself, and observing how it can be done, right? We are perfectly imperfect. Thank you for the like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much. We are perfectly imperfect, but we are meant to have these experiences. In one way or another, we agree to them, but we can get ourselves out of them with our own free will. I don't have a WhatsApp, and I will never put a WhatsApp number on the internet ever again in life. You can talk to me privately on WhatsApp. Nope. Um, an email, not WhatsApp. Why? Because simply people can get your real number from your WhatsApp. And I didn't know that, but obviously experience has taught me that. From being a baby with these new experiences to maturing through these long-term experiences, it's taught me a lot. So yeah, you definitely get an email, not a WhatsApp. I don't even have one, not active anyway. So anybody out there, y'all don't put y'all WhatsApp number on public because it will give away your real number because it's connected to your real number. So, would you like an email? Thank you for the like, sharing, and subscribing. But yes, this was so beautifully put. God is in support. The divine feminine and the divine masculine energy is perfect. Is it not AM where you're at this time and moment? Hold on, give me a second. Let me look up the information. And what is this regards to? I hope it's not trying to hook up with me or nothing like that. I got way too much going on. You're not gonna put my business out there like that. Oh, I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna show you my email. Let me see. Is it gonna show? Oh my God, my nose. That shit just hurt. Time that happened. Matter of fact, let me write it down. Yeah, I know. But for what meetings are you gonna let me know or what? Oh, no, nope, nope, nope. No, thank you. No, never mind. I would rather not communicate that way. Mm-hmm. Thank you. Appreciate that. So, indirectly not answering the question lets me know all of what I need to know. So, definitely, I'm not definitely one for just compliments. Compliments don't soften my heart like that. And if you can't answer the question that I ask you, then I don't believe your intentions are well. So, my YouTube channel is not the love connection at all. It's a direct connection, not the love connection. Not that type. Not the lustful connection, I'll put that way, because love is totally different from lust. I asked you why, in the purpose of why did you want my email? You didn't answer my question. I've answered all your questions. And I gave you the reason why as to I don't want to communicate. So trying to gaslight me into submitting into what you want is not the way to go about it. Which lets me know in your reply you're not in the right energy. So y'all be great. Give yourself love and affirmations. Don't give up. You are okay. Don't fall into depression. The feelings are only temporary. You will be okay. Love yourself.